Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Efrain Torres Jr. for Mr. Jose Carvajal.
And are you Mr. Jose Carvajal?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses to this offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea bargaining agreement, there's an $800 fine to be probated. State recommends deferred adjudication. There's to be restitution to Hitzel or Heitzel, Hitzel, Ortiz, Jair Ortiz. And there's to be no contact with Hitzel or Heitzel or Jair Ortiz. Did you understand that to be the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea bargaining agreement.
It is, Your Honor.
Next, I'm showing you outside the plea bargaining agreement. The state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There'll be a TAP evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, CATS 1 and 2, MRT, and forfeit and destroy any seized weapons. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offense is charged in the information, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, ma'am.
State any evidence to support the defendant's plea.
Yes, the state offer states Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objections, Your Honor.
Court will accept it to evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We would, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, Mr. Carvajal is still very young, Judge. He does understand the gravity of these issues and cases that are before you. Judge, like I mentioned, he's very young, Judge. He's thankful to have an opportunity to keep this off his record, especially at such a young age, Judge. He does understand that these were serious cases and he's willing to take responsibility moving forward, Judge.
All right, how old are you?
18.
Did you graduate from high school?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
I had my parents divorced and I had too many conflict with the little kids at school.
How far did you go in school?
Only 9th grade.
So what are you planning on doing with the rest of your life?
Just keep on with my business that I have going on right now.
What business is that?
My business is I have a food truck with my dad.
So really what it is your father has a food truck business. You're just providing labor.
Yes, sir.
So if something were to happen to your father, hopefully it doesn't, what would you be doing with your life? Because really, there are some people, I know a lot of actors, not personally, but I've heard their stories where they didn't graduate from high school. Now they making billions and millions of dollars. I know a lot of people who are chefs. They didn't graduate from high school and now they're making millions of dollars, but that's few and far between. So if something were to happen to your father, what are you going to be doing with your life? Because you may not be able to run a food truck.
Well, I will keep on doing what he's doing. Keep on taking over his business.
All right, do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
All right, do you know how to cook?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you cook? What's your specialty of the food truck?
Asada, pastor, carnitas.
All right, you're gonna need to spell that for Brenna. So how do you spell that?
Asada. It's just like the meats.
How do you spell it?
Asada.
A-S-A.
A-S-A.
D-A.
D-O? Oh, okay, is it any good?
Yes.
Should I be trying this?
Yes.
But so what do you put in it?
Say that again?
I mean, what do you put in it? What's the ingredient? I don't want you to give any of your secret ingredients, but why should I come to your food truck and have that as opposed to somebody else's food truck? Why shouldn't I just go to, well, I'm not gonna mention the chicken name, but why should I go to another place and have a nice meal? What's special about your food? Here's the thing, part of having a food truck, you got to be able to sell it. You should be able to tell me, hey, you know what? This is the closest thing to heaven you're ever going to get. Although that would be bad news for me because then you're telling me I'm not going to heaven. But you should say it's a slice of heaven. And you should tell me, even though it's 102 degrees in San Antonio, this will make you feel like you're still in the most beautiful of places.
Okay, this hearing just took a sharp turn from courtroom tension to accidental Shark Tank food truck edition. But notice what the judge is really doing here. She's testing more than his cooking skills. She's trying to see if this defendant has ambition, accountability, and a real plan for adulthood beyond just surviving day to day. And honestly, his hesitation says a lot. If you were the judge, would this conversation make you believe he's ready for probation or headed for trouble later on?
Using marijuana, let probation know. My goal when people are placed on probation is for them to be successful. I really take no pleasure or joy in having to send people to prison, but I will if you're not doing what you're supposed to be. So if you need help with anything, let probation know. If, hey, I'm about to smoke marijuana, I can't stop or something, let probation know and we'll see what we can do. But don't be dishonest. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And thank you for not having children yet. Get your life in order before you bring children into it, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
There's not a baby on the way, is there?
No, not at all.
Okay. All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's an $800 fine. That will be probated. 2 years deferred adjudication. Taking consideration the following cases, night mag number 595513. 594414, 59511, County Court Cause number 652199, 52200, restitution and no contact with Heitzel and Jair Ortiz.
Yes, ma'am.
There's 100 hours of community service restitution. The court will waive 40 of those hours if you provide proof of the COVID vaccination. That includes the booster. It's not requiring anyone to do it, but if you do it, you will receive credit for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to obtain your GED or some sort of trade school? There are plenty of, I think, where you can get something in culinary school or something, or either some type of business to help you learn the ins and outs of how to make your dad's business better, okay? Whenever you're involved in a business, you need to try to make yourself indispensable, okay? And once you complete either the GED or trade school or some kind of business council, the remaining of the community service hours will be waived.
Thank you, Judge.
So I'm gonna do the MRT, forfeit and destroy weapon. Who is this person you were in the car with? Lucio Rangel?
I'm no longer his friend.
All right, you're not, because it's gonna be no contact. So there's to be no contact with Lucio Rangel. There's to be regular reporting in person or by Zoom. Proof of employment within 30 days. There should be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits 1 time per month for 6 months, and probation, that's only if there's no problem. If there's a problem, then it will be continued. I'm going to want him tested for levels. All right. Mr. Carvajal, is there anything else you need from the court in order to be successful?
No, no.
All right, they're gonna make sure you get tested for levels. Do you understand? And let me tell you something right now. Anybody who is your friend would have told you, let's not do this. You understand? Anybody who participates in your foolishness when they know you're doing wrong, that's not your friend. Because a friend would have told you we should not be doing this. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge, just a quick question. Do you know when he will be tested for levels? Only issue is his mom is going through cancer therapy right now, and he's the only one who can take her to the appointment. And I think that's gonna be at what time? Noon?
It's I have to take it 3 different days. It's the
But today.
today it's at 11 or 12ish.
All right, so probation, just make note and let probation know, this is where communication is key. Let probation know the times you have to take your mother for her treatments, and they will work with you on that. If counsel, if there's an issue with that, just let the court know.
Will do, Judge.
All right, good luck to you. Stay out of trouble, do better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 2022 CR 5498W, State of Texas versus Jose Josue Carvajal, could I have parties announced for the record for the state
Marcus Sanders.
defense?
Robert Mauer for defendant, Your Honor.
And are you Josue Carvajal?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right, I'm sure you was entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation. Did you review those documents with your attorney? Did you understand them?
Yes.
Are you the same Josue Carvajal that was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5498W for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on June 7, 2022 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state.
And just go forward on the motion to supplement. Condition number 4, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant, Josue Carvajal did in there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of September 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead that to that? True or not true?
True.
We'll waive the others.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court can find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there an agreement?
There's Judge, we're asking that you deny the motion, alternate one to order safety but hold it in abeyance. We're also asking that you order intensive outpatient treatment and a GPS for 90 days.
And Judge, on that GPS, he owns a food truck. So I asked the court if, I'm not sure if probation supervises the same as pretrial, just so he'd be allowed to operate his food truck.
All right. And Mr. Carvajal, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Why are you not reporting?
I just had a lot of stuff going on, and at the same, I couldn't. I didn't make it on time, and I always had failed to report.
All right, if I drug test you today, what are the results
Yeah.
going to be?
You did. It was positive.
Okay.
There was no levels. He said he hasn't smoked in a while. I was hopeful the court, I think we talked about doing weekly UAs, just so we can keep checking his levels. I had a long talk with Mr. Carvajal.
Oh, so people knew to test him before he even came here, or I requested. I appreciate
I
that.
think the parties saw the writing on the wall.
And Judge, I'm sorry, I missed part of the agreement. It was 90 days GPS with 90 days weekly UAs on the call line.
Okay. And can he afford GPS?
Probably not. I am retained. I would say I'm partially retained, Judge. If the court could give him some consideration on the fees for GPS, I'd appreciate it.
Might I have heard of your food truck? What are you serving?
I go to different routes, actually. I go to like construction sites, and it's just different places. I don't stay in one spot.
What kind of food?
What do you serve?
I sell tacos, plates, burgers. And I have the little side where it's like a little mini truck.
All right. And he pronounced tacos appropriate, with the accent on it. So I know they're probably good tacos.
Oh yes, ma'am. They
Oh, they are. Yeah. How much are your tacos?
$3 each, and plates are 10. And then we have
How many
snacks.
tacos you get for 3?
Masada, pastor, y carnitas.
See, look at that.
Oh, help me with that.
It doesn't gouge the consumer.
Okay. All right. This is what the court will do. The court is, because if he's working on his food truck, if you do the UA hotline, I mean, who else is working in the truck with you?
There's actually it's 4 trucks. My dad owns a big one, like the big old one, and then we have 3 small ones, like little trucks.
Yeah. So my thing is yes.
We have had it, if Your Honor would agree, is if you do ask, or the IVR hotline asks for them to go ahead and submit, that you give them 24 hours and then they go within that 24 hours.
Okay, we can do that. All right. So this is what the court is going to do. Court is going to do the UA hotline until further notice. And we'll do field visits 1 time per month. And probation, is it easier for probation if that coincides with his reporting or no? Because
Yes.
all right. So we're going to do field visits 1 time per month. And we'll do regular reporting by Zoom or in person. In probation, if you want that regular reporting to count for the field visit, it can. And if there is another positive UA, which there should not be, then I'm going to want 90 sober meetings in 90 days.
This one.
And nobody wants you serving their food if you've been using marijuana.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else?
This is where the pattern starts becoming impossible to ignore. The judge already gave him a second chance, structured probation, drug counseling, community service, even flexibility with his work schedule. But now he's back in court for failing to report again. And in probation cases, judges often care less about the original offense and more about whether someone follows the court's rules afterward. That's the real drama here. Every missed report chips away at the court's trust. Drop a comment below. Do you think probation should focus more on punishment or rehabilitation?
The supplement pending motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke probation with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Josue Carvajal who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 5498W for the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle on June 7th, 2022 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. On the supplemental motion, Your Honor, violated condition number 4 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Jose Carvajal did that in there, failed to report to the supervisor as directed for the months of March 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Your Honor, will waive any violation.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility, and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. That is to grant the motion and revoke the individual from his probation to sentence them to 180 days in the Bear County, in the state jail facility.
All right. Counsel, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Please.
So what has he done on probation?
Judge, I believe he's completed his IOP. I also believe he's paid about $1,000 towards his fees, Judge. The rest of it was not able to be complete, Judge. I believe Mr. Carvajal can explain it to you if you wish.
All right. Do you want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Josue Carvajal Isaiah.
Why didn't you report in March?
I did not report in March because I was having, honesty, there's family, basically my grandfather was dying. He was gonna be no longer here, and I wasn't there with my father, and it was just too much for me. I couldn't come and
Oh, did you pick up the phone and call probation and said, my grandfather is dying, I can't come in?
yes, ma'am, I did. And
Oh, wait a minute.
I
Do we
let
have
them know.
proof of this? Miss Abrams, he said he called probation and said he can't come in. His grandfather is dying.
Judge, I'd have to take a moment to review all of the photos.
All right. So you're saying you called them?
I
Did you
left,
call him or you left the voice?
I left the voicemail.
Oh, okay. So they should have a voicemail if you left it. And is there anything else you wish to say?
And as well, I became a father at a very young age, ma'am. I just wanted to get this out of there. I became a father at a very young age. I have children of 1, 2, and 3-year-olds. And they've been my main priority, and I know it as well. Probation had to be one of my main priorities, but I couldn't balance both out. So I felt deeply at completing my probation.
Okay, so you have a 1, 2, and 3-year-old. That's what you're telling me.
Yes,
And how old are you?
20, ma'am.
All right, so why would you're 20 years old, you have a criminal case for unauthorized use of a vehicle. At some point in time, you continue to have children, even though you were on probation. Why are you doing this to your children?
Well, I have taken them onto my wing, and one of them is mine.
So there's a mother out there who wants you to take her 2 children under your wing, knowing that you have criminal history.
Yes, ma'am.
And then she has a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old. Are the 2-year-old and 3-year-old your biological children?
No, ma'am.
All right. So she has a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old, and then she decides to choose you to have another child. So now you all have a 1, 2, and 3-year-old in the house. I don't understand why people are making these, what appears to be horrendous decisions. Children are a blessing, but children are expensive.
Yes.
And probation is looking to see if you actually called. Because this is not your first time before the court on a motion to revoke.
Correct.
And so I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I'm going to give you what you're asking for or going to give you something more.
There was a telephone call stated that he had COVID and he wanted to schedule. That was on March 18th.
Judge, I believe that was a mixture of both. I think his grandfather was already ill and passing away, and he was also ill himself.
So his previous criminal history,
Yes, Judge.
it's always dismissed, defendant convicted of other.
But since he's been placed on probation, Judge, which is about 2 years ago, he has not picked up any new number ones, Judge. He's had difficulty balancing probation, like as you mentioned. He obviously took on other responsibilities that maybe he shouldn't have, but he hasn't picked up any new charges, Judge. He hasn't been out there causing problems to the community, maybe doing damage to himself by not obviously following the conditions that he was required to do. But nevertheless, Judge, he's not out there picking up new charges. As I had also represented him back then, told him, hey, you cannot be doing this. You're too young for this. You had also warned him as well when he first got on probation, Judge. So I know it's been a challenge for him, but he's eager to get this behind him, Judge, and take responsibility. And he is aware that you can punish him, up to the max, which is 2 years, Judge. We hope that that's not the case. But nevertheless, Judge, what he's told you here today, like you mentioned, the phone call, it did occur. And I know it's not reflective of the type of person he is on the MTR that you have in front of you, Judge, but we're hoping that you would consider following the recommendation and allowing him just to try to move forward, Judge.
Did you obtain your GED?
No, ma'am, I'm actually trying to get it right now.
No. You've been on probation with the court for 2 years. Well, minus 3 days. Did you obtain your GED?
No, Your Honor.
Did you obtain a certificate from a trade school?
No, Your Honor.
Did you complete the MRT program?
No, Your Honor.
So basically, you haven't done anything. You didn't really report all the time you were supposed to report. The drug testing levels haven't been the best. It's riddled with failures to submit positive. And then you would have 3 months of negative. Then you come back with dilute, fail to call, fail to submit, dilute. And then you'd have some negatives. Then again, it would be fail to call, fail to submit, fail to call. So this is where we are, and this is what I will do. You have a choice. Here are your choices. I'll send you to the state jail facility for 18 months, or either you can stay on probation and complete this probation, and you're going to be extended for 2 more years. And I will tell you, the only reason why I'm considering extending it for 2 years is because somebody has thought that you're a great catch. You now have a 1-year-old, 2-year-old, and a 3-year-old that somebody decided that you would be the perfect father. So those are your choices. 18 months in the state jail facility, or either you're going to be extended for 2 years on this probation.
This may be the biggest crossroads in the entire video. The judge is literally putting 2 futures on the table: prison time or yet another chance. And listen carefully. She's not extending probation because she thinks he earned it. She's extending it because there are now children depending on him. That's a massive distinction. But the courtroom energy changes instantly when the defense starts negotiating details after avoiding prison. You can almost feel the judge's frustration boil over. One bad decision after another has snowballed into a life completely driven by consequences. Final question. After this many violations, would you still give probation another chance?